all the cool cancels you could do off Shadow Ball to move around, kind of crazy. He never bothered with any of that. And then he picked up Ice Climbers, which is like probably the highest tech ceiling character in Ultimate. And, you know, he made it work in a very basic style, too.
Yeah. Very weird gameplay style for him to be playing Ice Climbers. We're going back to basics with the Rob. Facing off CrowZ, who's like off the heels of Kameme. He used to be like the Mega Man. We'll see if he can try to make him proud or try to do something here in this Robot War, like you said. So how this matchup is going to be able to play out, it's going to be a lot of projectiles until we find that opening, right? Once WaDi finds that opening, he's off to the races. He's going to get right, break through that zone, try to push that advantage as far as possible that Rob can do, push him off, and then chase him for as long as possible once he gets him back off stage. Mega Man otherwise, kind of looking for like the kind of same play style, a little bit slower in some regards. When he does go for those projectile throws, he can easily convert it into like a reverse back air to try to get like those KOs right afterwards. So it's just kind of wait and see what we're going to see. But also, Rob from below, very hard to land against.
Yeah, that's true. He has some of the best juggling tools. And also, you know, on the way down himself, that neutral air, a thorn in the side of many players trying to keep him in the air. If you're good at the parry and you have a very quick button off it, yeah, you can kind of abuse that, but still, it's a lot harder to keep Rob airborne than you might want it to be.
Can be tricky to DI, too.
Yeah, yep. This character's got it all, man. Rob, a very well-rounded character. I mean, the old trope is Rob is big. That is pretty much the one thing holding this character back. Otherwise, he's got it all.
Very big target. Like, has no problems getting back onto the stage. I can't remember the last time I watched a Rob run out of fuel. Like, it just does not happen. 123 on WaDi right now off stage. CrowZ going very deep for that. That was a footstool? Like, I'm not sure.
He might have gotten footstool into up B, I'm not sure. But either way, WaDi willing to challenge him in the patience game, right? He's like, oh, I'm Rob. I'm making it back from wherever.
I can do
go
what
as
I
low
want.
as you want. Yeah.
CrowZ is challenging him all right. Gets called out by that down air. Trades it off with a back air. Takes away that stock. Bleeding a little bit here at 85. Seeing some oil come out of him as we're going to jump into game number 2, or stock number 2, and see how this is going to be able to play out now. Blazer's such a good anti-air tool. You can bounce off the ground as a ricochet, or you can aim it upwards to get 2 different angles in the air.
Mega Man, his zoning capabilities, honestly pale in comparison to Rob's, and so do his close-up tools. So I'd say, just on paper, CrowZ is fighting from a disadvantage here, but you can definitely annoy Rob with the lemons, the metal blades, the leaf shields, right? And wow, he literally just did all of those back to back.
Dude,
I'm a genius!
Dude, high IQ society over here with all 3 of those hits. That's basically Mega Man's bread and butter, all 3 of those moves. Leaf shield's so annoying to deal with if he's right on top of you. It's like, what do? You just hold shield. But speaking of an annoying move, dude, arm rotor off stage, coming out.
Yep.
That move will destroy people. It's a good combo starter. It's a good combo filler. It's a good combo ender. Like, what do you want?
And it's an amazing edge guard when your opponent's recovery doesn't have a hitbox, right?
Yeah.
Mega Man definitely falling prone to that. And he doesn't have the same customization in his recovery paths as Rob does, where he can fly, cancel into an attack or an air dodge, and then repeat. He's pretty much only got, am I going to double jump before or after my up B?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's easy pickings for WaDi here. Off to a pretty good lead here, but it's not over by any means. CrowZ could maybe fight his way back with Mega Upper into a really clean stock. I don't know. Oh, CrowZ, thank you, Skiff, is number 2 in South Dakota. Okay, I knew this player from somewhere. Didn't know it was from South Dakota. So shout out to Skiff, man. Thanks for the info.
A little bit of a trip for him, right? Come all the way over here from South Dakota. That's a drive eastward a little bit to get here.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, but that was, speaking of tricky DI that we were mentioning earlier, WaDi got that up air, right? There was no zoom in or anything. I don't think that was DI'd correctly from CrowZ, because it is weird. If you get dragged from the right side to the left, you got to DI right. It's so weird.
Rob's up air itself is a 50-50. You got to pick left or right, and most of the time you're going to be wrong.
Yeah. It depends on like what part of the hitbox you start getting hit by, where angle are you at. It's like,
where does Rob drift?
Yeah.
Where
like,
does your SDI send you in the middle of it? Yeah,
like,
it's very tricky.
Just bet all on black, man. Just hold left. Like, it's just
always left.
Yeah.
You'll only die half the time unless your opponent figures that out.
Yeah, and then you're in for a nightmare.
Like, who's looking to read always going left? You know, they'll probably overthink it and make you survive.
Dude, I think we just described fighting games in a nutshell.
Yep.
So here we go for game number 2. Coming on here, the Pokemon stage extraordinaire. This is a, oh my god,
no
the
way.
javelin.
You miss one tech, get corner carried.
Pikachu, is that you? Like,
yeah, for real. Man, that was really good by WaDi, though, just recognizing the opportunity he had, capitalizing fully. Now he's just going to hang out off stage, stall a couple times, try to conserve that fuel, and yep, there it is. Just swing back on him on the way up. Mega Man cannot do stuff like that, and that's why we saw the edge guards going so much in WaDi's favor and not for CrowZ at all.
So what I was going to mention earlier before that death happened was that Kalos is a really good counterpick stage for Mega Man because having those walls down there allows him to plant crash bombs on them for like as a way as like trying to help him recover if he wants to go after him, use it as a way to try to push an advantage state against him. Just having those walls to be able to stick stuff is very helpful in this regards. It doesn't really do much for Rob.
Right, and also he can wall jump off it.
Correct.
Makes his recovery a little bit more variable. We were talking about how that could be a struggle in this matchup, but wow, the gyro, best friend for Rob right there, tanking that forward smash.
Looking
worry,
like
bro,
substitute, bro. Like
Yep,
came out
yep.
here, going super deep for that back air, has all these recoveries
Oh!
going. Gets the down air spike on top of that. If the down air feels like a projectile on its own, man, it has so much range.
Yeah, and it's also mega safe on block if you land right after it connects. So maybe we'll see CrowZ get some pressure started off of that. So far, though, it's only been WaDi attacking the pressure on, not letting CrowZ breathe. Such a huge lead for him, too. Over 100% at this point. Oh, nope. The second one put him too high. Yeah, not going to jab lock, and CrowZ is going to make it out of there alive. But for how much longer?
One of those weird situations where you have too high of damage so you don't die. But that's okay. We're going to be able to clean that up there, right there at the end. WaDi bringing this to a potential final stock against CrowZ. Easily turns into a Game 3 situation in his favor. 2-0. Looking very strong right now with the Rob.
Yeah.
Robotic operating body coming. Oh my god, that down air.
He even died to that up air with the good DI, by the way. That's the other tragic part about this character, right? It's like, even if I did everything right, I guessed correctly, do I hold left or right out of the up air? Well, it's still really damn strong, so it's going to finish off some of those stocks at the high percents.
Okay, going back in, up air.
God, burning the leaf shield away with the burners.
Get out of here, dude. Fire beats Leafs, that's what I learned.
Yeah, Heat Man winning this matchup for sure.
Look at that run, trying to get something going. Just throws out the smash attack. Like, get off of me. That catches roll, catches spot dodge. It's a long-lasting move, and it kills. WaDi looking very strong right now, going into Game 3. And he's looking a little cold, too. Look at it. He's got his hand warmer ready to go.
This time he actually hit the tech, too.
Yeah.
And he still died because WaDi read it and charged it down smash. Perfect timing
I
on
don't
that.
even know if he read it. It looked like he could have reacted to that.
That's
like.
true, yeah. I don't know. Either way, WaDi looking so good in these first two games. CrowZ really going to need to dig deep to take down a player like this. I mean, WaDi's been a mainstay on the PGR for so long, dating back to the last title, too. Like, it's not easy to beat this guy. And I'm, again, very glad that he's sticking to the Rob. This is the character that got him so many great results at the beginning of Ultimate. Kind of deviated from that for a while, but now it's back down to business for him, at least here at the big house.
Yeah, never forget the olden days of WaDi just winning every Xanadu back to back to back to back.
Yep.
Like, there's a reason, you know.
Terrorizing his home region for
Yeah.
sure.
So it's good to see him, getting out here traveling again, getting picked up by Panda a couple years ago, and now putting on such a good showing and going back to the try and true. No longer going through this character crisis, hopefully.
Let's see what he's able to do here. CrowZ off to a good start. Okay, yeah, just a fade back from the ledge. You can keep your recovery so diverse as Rob.
So much fuel in the tank. We have to actually get back onto the stage ground in order to start recharging that. So you'll notice that little laser in the middle of his body goes from blue to yellow to red. Like, that's showing how much fuel he has. But that doesn't really come into play too often because he just always has fuel.
It is tough to edge guard this character, man. He can seemingly always make it back. And then, of course, you've got air dodge as a last resort if you just need a little boost to get there. And he can also boost with his up B to get a ton of momentum going.
Quick burst, you know. Seeing a lot of up airs coming out right now from CrowZ, just keeping Rob airborne as much as possible. Those are weird hitboxes because if you try to double jump in the middle of that, you go flying into the blast zone and you explode. So you got to be careful about that. I mean, we learned that back in Smash 4 days, but still, it is a threat that you have to like matchup check.
Hold up, though. CrowZ look like he's finally figuring something out here. Yeah, the forward air going to kill off the top of the screen. That move got so strong from Smash 4 to Ultimate.
Yeah.
By the way, it used to
do
nowhere.
nothing. It was a combo, combo filler move.
Oh, I like that. Nice little extra credit here. Oh, wow, Leaf Shield does that much? It does 16.
Yeah, dude, that's why you shield it, bro. It does a lot of damage.
But it barely did any damage.
Nah, dude, if you get the full hits on him, really strong tech coming out here from CrowZ. But now, CrowZ still has himself with a slight lead here. Can easily convert it into something more. Trying to catch that up smash with the potential air dodge situation coming out from WaDi. He's going to reset back to central. A little bit of stage control in his favor, but now it's back to neutral.
All right, still maintaining a decent lead here. Can you complete the edge guard, though? No. Nair, so many active frames on that, covering all around Rob. Still got stage control, though. Oh, nice, the snipe. Aiming it high. I like that from WaDi. Oh, and behind the back. Shouts to Braun.
Yo, from downtown, baby, giving him that little bit of a pass, bro.
Oh, and no tech to be found.
Catch that pass. Not going to be able to. Send him all the way down to the bottom. CrowZ sitting here at 100 damage. Has a lead. Again, this is the first time we've seen CrowZ lead this entire set, so let's hopefully convert this into a game win. But even if he does get this win, he's got a hill to climb because now he loses counter pick advantage. So we'll have to wait and see. Might be taking a little bit too soon. WaDi can easily turn this back, but right now CrowZ looking very strong.
Bro,
using a lot of shenanigans.
He's trying to double dip here. Oh no, WaDi makes it out. I like that. The forward air staying aggressive. Keeping himself active off the stage. Okay, and there we go. Good DI this time from CrowZ. Stays alive at almost 140%. You can see really how much the DI comes into play. Oh, and that time, guessing wrong. But you know what? Might have been dead anyway.
But it's okay. We got him back off stage. 87 damage. CrowZ looking for a potential finisher. Just holding on the ledge, waiting for it, knowing full well that
what are you doing?
Oh, that was
I got
so scared.
I knew he should be able to make it back, but you never know, man. You're down 2-0. You have this potentially game-deciding edge
You
guard.
throw it away. Like, it's,
Yeah.
we've seen that story so many times. I don't want to see it right now.
Don't want to see him short circuit in a moment like that. Either
Absolutely
way,
not.
WaDi's starting to make a comeback here, attacking on almost 50 damage of his own.
Oh.
Oh! I love that. Covers the air dodge with the forward smash. Oh, and he's wall jumping. He's getting real aggressive off the stage. Yep. Dips nice and low right there. Picks up a back air and picks up a Game 3 win. CrowZ, you're still alive here, but what are you going to do with the information that you've been gathering over these past 3 games? Are you going to be able to turn this one around, or is WaDi just going to bring it right back even harder this time?
That's so crucial, right? Being able to know that knowledge, have those downloads, have those things ready to go. But the problem right now is that he's lost counter pick advantage now. WaDi is in full control of what stage we're going to for both this game and potentially Game 5 if it so chooses to go towards that. But I think that what I like the most about that game is, especially near the end, CrowZ looked confident. I feel like we haven't seen a confident CrowZ this entire set. So when we finally see these like nifty edge guards going off, you know, going super deep, going for wall jumps to try to mix up how he's going to go for the back air or whatever, it's really nice to see. But those wall jumps are no longer going to be there as much. We go over to small battlefield, 2 platforms apiece. Let's see how CrowZ is going to be able to try to get this win and try to carry this into a Game 5, or WaDi's going to shut this down immediately.
But the up throw to forward air. Nope. No follow-up off of that, but yeah, I like that. Using the air shooter just to tack some damage onto WaDi as he falls to the ground. Either way, oh my god, WaDi off to a crazy start. Not the correct DI on that one either. And CrowZ, you're fighting from behind in a big way, man. Mega Man's great at holding leads, not so great at chasing them down.
It's so tough sometimes, man. You see him jumping after him with those forward airs as well. Look at this answer. Look how high he's going just to avoid any potential like early edge guard. CrowZ just tosses him right back off. CrowZ's edge guarding going super deep to continue these hits. This onslaught off stage, not allowing him. Is he going to run out of gas? Is this going to happen?
Oh, he
does. It did!
Wow,
Yo!
A rare sight right there. And man, the flexibility on that recovery from Rob, that's what kept WaDi alive so long. But CrowZ was able to just keep up with the reads, cover everything, bring this back after a really dominant first stock from WaDi. He's still in this.
WaDi fighting with aggression right now. Wants to get this run back. CrowZ has a slight lead currently. Playing a way safer game, throwing out some crash bombs, some lemons, some metal blades, waiting for that prime opportunity to try to get in there using Leaf Shield as a good. Leaf Shield's a really good shield poke, but as your recovery.
Come on, man. You were doing so good. Oh, that's tragic. Any South Dakota smashers out there rooting for CrowZ definitely hanging their heads after that one, man.
I mean, WaDi saw a moment.
Yeah.
He saw the opening.
Dude, we got
and went
Proto
for it.
Man back here,
Yo,
by the
what?
way, in full costume. What's going on?
Yo, big fan of the Proto. I'll have to get him on the mic later on, but right now, dude, this is looking very tough. CrowZ just trying to find any sort of semblance of recovery after that big mishap. That's probably gonna cost him the set, honest to God. Coming down with the Leaf Shield again, land right on top of him, gonna get that easy shield poke on top of that. Losing not only in stocks, but in the percentage in the second stock on top of that. This could be really tough, man. I don't know.
There's just so much going on the screen, right? Lasers and gyro from Rob, all the projectiles Mega Man has, but it looks like WaDi is thriving in the chaos right now. Oh, wow, could have closed out the whole set with that up smash right there. CrowZ hanging on just a little bit longer. Okay, down air. But is it enough, man? I'm going to say signs point to no.
Yeah, dude, it feels like you're going through an obstacle course at this point. Even if you take this stock, dude, you're at 134. You need to have a miracle on your hands to be able to bring this back. Get away from that arm rotor. No, he started it up so early, and there was not much choice for CrowZ to do that. Looking like a checkmate moment. WaDi shutting down any sort of momentum CrowZ had going and takes the win with a 3-1 and moves on to the later sides of the bracket for top 48.